Welcome to the B2T show, where we empower Christian patriots with truth. This is Rick, your host, the commander-in-chief. This shows you that God chose Donald Trump. He's not going anywhere. Impeachment's not going to do anything. The 2020 election, I just want to make sure we get out there and we fight. Again, as long as we are praying, as long as we are active and doing our jobs of waking each people up, look at the benefits of somebody understanding the basic red pill information. Number one, they join the Blexit movement, like the Black Exit that Candace Owens does, or they join the Walkaway movement, or they join they basically turn from Democratic blind people following the cabal to people following Trump and falling in love with Trump, and then that usually opens them up to the freedom of religion and the Lord, right? Sometimes it will happen the opposite, where somebody comes to the Lord and they, oh my goodness, they realize, what else did I need to do here? Like I did when I became a Christian, and then all of a sudden realized we were knitted together in our womb, and I started rejecting the non-godly platforms of the Democrats. So again, we have huge benefits by just waking up people, and that's going to get us to these newer technologies and get the criminals out of our government, get the criminals out of our media. How beautiful is that going to be? So anyway, just to show you these 4 paragraphs to show who the commander-in-chief is going to be. Back in April of 2011, believe it or not, this is Mark's first prophecy. 2011, look what he says. The Spirit of God says, I have chosen this man, Donald Trump, for such a time as this. For as Benjamin Netanyahu is to Israel, so shall this man be for the United States of America. For I will use this man to bring honor, respect, and restoration to America. Is that not happening right now? America will be respected once again as the most powerful and prosperous nation on earth other than Israel. The dollar will be the strongest it has ever been in the history of the United States, and will once again be the currency by which all others are judged. The Spirit of God says the enemy will quake and shake and fear this man I have anointed. They will even quake and shake when he announces he is running for president. It will be the shot heard around the world. The enemy will say, what shall we do now? This man knows all our tricks and schemes. We have been robbing America for decades. What shall we do to stop this? The Spirit says, ha! No one shall stop this that I have started. For the enemy has stolen from America for decades, and it stops now. For I will use this man to reap the harvest that the United States has sown, and recap the harvest that the United States has sown for, and plunder from the enemy what he has stolen, and return it 7-fold back to the United States. The enemy will say, Israel, Israel, what about Israel? The Spirit says, yes, America will once again stand hand in hand with Israel, and the two shall be as one. For the ties between Israel and America will be stronger than ever, and Israel will flourish like never before. So remember what the Zionists and the Rothschilds meant for bad to create the country of Israel come back, God's using for good. He predicted it and prophesied it. It is the biblical Israel, because millions of people went back there from all over the world that were Jewish people. I don't care if you think the creators were fake Jews. The ones that moved there were real Jews. This is the biblical Israel. God is blessing Israel. And I think he's going to bless it by getting rid of the criminals. Just like we're getting rid of our C_A, we're going to get rid of the Mossad there. That has been obviously in a lot of shenanigans with the C_A. The Spirit of God says, I will protect America and Israel, for this next president will be a man of his word. When he speaks, the world will listen and know that there is something greater in him than all the others before him. This man's word is his bond, and the word in America will know this, and the enemy will fear this, for this man will be fearless. The Spirit says, when the financial harvest begins, so shall it parallel in the spiritual for America. And most of this is we're seeing come true right before our eyes. His word is his bond. Look at all the promises he's kept. The Spirit of God says in this next election, they will spend billions to keep this president in. And it'll be like flushing their money down the toilet. Let them waste their money, for it comes from and it is being used by evil forces at work. But they will not succeed. For this next election will be a clean sweep for the man I have chosen. They will say things about this man, the enemy, but it will not affect him. And they shall say it rolls off him like the duck. For as the feathers of a duck protect it, so shall my feathers protect this next president. Even mainstream news media will be captivated by this man and the abilities that I have gifted him with. And they will even begin to agree with him, says the Spirit of God. I think that's going to be after we arrest all the criminals in the media. Then the media will start to agree with him because they'll not have their 4 a.m. talking points anymore.